Hi everybody, here's my third video covering my 2003 Monte Carlo SS High Sport Edition. In just about, I would say, 2 weeks, I will have had this car for about a year. And this is just covering my, I guess you could call my 1-year review of owning and driving this car. I'll show you some good and some bad that I've had. We'll start with the bad, because there's very little bad that I've had while I experience this car. I would say the major issue that I've had, which is pretty much common with these cars, and especially with this age, is, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the rust, there's little tiny rust spots on the inside of the wheel well, and it always starts right between the molding and the emblems. Right there. They're really common on this car, but I'm lucky that the rust is kind of hidden within the red. I'll have this issue taken care of before the end of the year. Have some slight body work done before it spreads. Cancer of a car, I guess. And the other issue I have is body related, and it's unfortunately the moldings that go with the high sport slowly start to deteriorate. This crack is as big as when I bought it, so it really hasn't progressed since. But keeping them in good shape is quite difficult when it's your daily driver. It's not, I don't consider that a good thing or a bad thing. I love driving this car, but sometimes the weather and street conditions take its toll. But it really is fun to drive, and it's almost worth this, you know. But I'll tell you what, in 1 year, there's no way I would regret purchasing this car. I absolutely love it. I couldn't have asked for anything better to replace my Z28 with. Love this car. Like I've said before, yeah, it's front wheel drive, yeah, it's a V6, but damn, it's one sharp car. Performs really good for what it is too. Very comfortable to drive, and I feel very comfortable showing it off. See if we can get a nice exhaust note here. Breathing pretty healthy there. Go ahead and take it for a short drive, get up to speed a little bit. get some interior revs with the windows up. Now with the windows down, take note that I'm only taking it to 4,000 RPM. I don't like to get too crazy with it. This is my daily driver and I do love it. Like to have fun, but don't want to take any chances. Alright, here we go. Get a nice good takeoff here when the traffic gets out of my way. Rice burner. Alright. There we go. Can't see the speedometer, cruising about just a little under 50 right now. Put the window up real quick here. Alright, while riding in this car, one thing to take note, if you're not used to it, because I wasn't a year ago, is that the suspension rides very, very comfortably. Not much bouncing when it comes to it. Because this is a low mile car, the seats are also quite comfortable. Padding's left in them and the leather is in very good shape. Car just cruises. Nice and straight, nice and smooth too. Transmission shifts quite well. Whether I'm speeding it up or I'm just only giving it like a third of the pedal. Very nice. Nice temperature for it too. Got 54 degrees on the information center up there. Out here in southern Ohio. A little chilly this week, but perfect driving conditions. Just put the engine cover back on the block. Allow it to insulate the engine just a little bit more for the colder temperatures. Get the heater core up faster. and the notorious domestic car stereotype that everybody gives it, you know, it turns very well. The ratio of the steering is set just right. The wheel's nice and smooth, not offset at all. Yeah, I definitely recommend, if you can find one of these cars in good condition with a decent amount of miles. It doesn't have to be a low mile car, but decent miles. I would trust that you'd enjoy driving it. Gotta turn around here, open the window up. Pretty good gas here. Nice healthy acceleration. Very good braking approaching the stop. The four-wheel disc system works quite well. I've never had the ABS engaged. I've never driven it that hard, but I definitely trust that it would work. And I've only had to engage traction control once, and that was because of very slippery conditions due to heavy rain. And yes, this car has been driven in the rain before. I kind of regret it, but like I said earlier, you know, how can you enjoy it if you never drive it? Pull over one more time here. Take the camera off its stand. Give you an idea of the gauge function. Alright. Get back on the road and straighten the wheel up. I'll leave the window open for one last acceleration. Looking at 65,201 miles as of October 5th, or 6th. Here we go. And I'll make my final turn. Let's hit it one more time. Oh man. Nice smooth shifts. Real nice. That window up there. Recently I just signed into I registered for the Monte Carlo forum. So anybody on there, I do have a profile if you want to check my garage out on there or anything else. Chat with me. Seems like a really good community to get into. And later this year I'll be registering for the National Monte Carlo Owners Association, which will be having their next meeting in Richmond, Indiana. Pretty pumped for that. So either until my next video or until the Nationals meet in Richmond next summer. Thanks for watching, and shoot me any questions or comments, if you feel like. Thanks again, everybody.